In this lesson, we are going to talk about how to create a custom task that extends the DefaultTask class. A custom task type is a Groovy class which extends the DefaultTask class. There are other task types which we can extend it from, but in most cases, the DefaultTask is the right choice. Now let's look at this example in Gradle documentation together. In this example, we see a greeting task, which is a custom task that is going to extend the default task. But at this point there is no implementation. A little down we see an implementation. Gradle will call the method greet when custom class task executes. And this is because the greet method is marked with the @task annotation. And the diff here is just the way we define the method signature in Groovy. The diff in Groovy might represent different data types. It's like a generic type that change based on the value this method returns. And at this line we see a task creation with name hello of the custom class type. If you are looking at this line with the Java developer glasses, it's similar to creating object from class. The class type here is greeting task and the object is task hello. And once the hello task executes, we get the message from the greet method. Now let's launch IntelliJ. I'll remove the Gradle tasks from the last lesson and I'll add a new class here that extends the default class. Class name is Java Info. And this is the get Java Info method where we see our logic. Basically, we're gonna pass to this task a version or a vendor. And based on that, we're gonna return the Java version and the Java vendor, which is Oracle. And we see the annotation @input, which is required if we create any task that's gonna call this class. Now let's create the task. And the task name is find Java Info, and it's of type Java Info, our custom class. And now we need to pass the input value, which is the requested info that will be passed to the get Java Info method in the above program. The name has to match the input variable, which is requested info. And the value, I'm gonna pass vendor. And now let's run the task in the terminal. Gradle. And the task name is find Java Info. And we see the vendor is Oracle Corporation. Now let's change the requested info to version. And I'll run the same task again. And we see the Java version is 1.8. One last thing to mention in this tutorial. Let's assume you want to use this task, find Java Info, in other projects. How do you go about that? One suggested choice is to build a Gradle plugin with the necessary tasks, and then you can publish and use the plugin in other projects.